Hi, this is Margie with the Drube team at Five Cities Homes. I'm here today with Ron Reilly of Garing, Taylor and Associates, civil engineering firm, local fellow Rotarian. He's with the Grover Club, so that's fun. And the reason that we know of him, number one, you've probably heard his ads on the radio, but number two, Alicia was a big fan of Bike to Work Week when she was younger. And all through junior high and high school, she was like, and they put up a thing to help people fix their bikes. So that's how long we've been knowing of you, as when Alicia was still in school. So, all right. Okay, so Ron, tell us about yourself.
Welcome. Okay, well, I'm Ron Reilly. I'm the president here at Garing, Taylor and Associates. We're general civil engineers and land surveyors. We're primarily involved in subdivision of land and making great use of it. We've been here for a little while in Arroyo Grande since 1962, and kind of helped these communities grow up a little bit, and that's something we're certainly proud of.
Oh, yay. Well, the company's been around longer than either one of us, so that's
that's right. You're right. So I'm the fourth president that the company's had.
Okay.
So yeah, the first two being Bob Garing and his son Jim, and then Jeff Emmerich in 2006 until last year.
Oh, okay. So that's why the explosion of information is you're bringing the world Garing Taylor.
Right. Yeah. It's a little bit of sometimes a place can take on a personality over time, and when there's a change and people don't know, you can sometimes your message gets lost, maybe become a little bit faceless. And not that I want my face everywhere, but putting a name and a person that people can relate to, and you know, being trustworthy is a huge part of what we do. And just having somebody that people know they can call and rely upon, and knowing what the face looks like on the other side, I think is a big part of what we're trying to do.
Good, that's excellent. So tell us what's working for you during this odd time of change and discomfort.
Yeah, good question. We're working pretty hard to just kind of rally behind the ideals that we have that keep us moving forward. So we sort of have a purpose to just be involved in the projects that shape the community, and you know, visions well beyond that. But really, it's a matter of maintaining the trust of the community, being involved in the community, and trying to put some kind of remarkable aspect into the things that we do. Something that maybe no one else is doing, like all the radio and television and stuff like that. But you know, just trying to look on the other side of the curve, actually, and see, okay, what's the world going to be like? What do we think it's going to be like? And how can we help? And you know, when I say help, I mean in the community. What can our business do on the other side that's going to be meaningful and impactful?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys did the I don't remember if it was a GoFundMe but for Vaughn's workers during the. I mean, we're still in the pandemic. Everyone's kind of pretending like it's over, but it's not. Yeah. So that was. Tell us. I mean, you can tell us about that one, but tell us how you're still serving the community in. You know, people are still making projects. There are still needs out there. So tell us kind of what you guys are doing.
Yeah. So you know, residential subdivision hasn't slowed down. If anything, people have really realized, gee, you know, I'm spending a lot of time with my family. I'm realizing having them closer to me, or having some kind of way to check up on grandma or mom, or you know, having them nearby is one of the things that we know in at least the, you know, relatively near future, that's going to be important to a lot of people. So that's you know, we're, you know, the ADUs, accessory dwelling units, we're trying to kind of help lead the way on that in this area. You know, being involved in the chamber and realizing that some of the businesses that can't be present, or just, you know, it's kind of expensive to join a chamber, but realizing that our South County Chamber has really done a tremendous amount for us. We have given some to the chamber so that they can bring in some new businesses. We feel like the more businesses that get involved, the better it will be for all of us. And you know, part of the chamber is Leadership South County that I'm a part of, and it's a really special group of 20 or so people, and we've done cool things like help feed the night shift at Arroyo Grande Hospital, and you know, the grocery staycations and coffee breaks that have been just awesome.
That's excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of people have commented on the chamber. We have a really good chamber, and that makes an exceptional, I mean, our community is exceptional, but all of the pieces, all of the things we all do, that's why. Yeah, that's exactly why. So tell us, what can the community do to help you?
yeah. So, you know, the biggest thing that could help us really is for people to stay healthy, and for us to continue this progress that we're making right now. You know, obviously we see numbers, there's more people getting sick in the last week, it seemed like, but if people can maintain healthy, and we're still advancing into phase 2 and phase 3 of the reopening, the confidence that's still there in the real estate market, I think will remain. And confidence in the real estate market is sure a big help for us. You know, and we're heavily involved in commercial as well.
Mhm.
And there's public works things that we do that, you know, may or may not be affected. Those budgets will probably be there either way, but the commercial world, the real estate world, they rely on businesses being open and people feeling relatively confident in the economic situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, so tell us something about you that people might not know.
People close to me probably know I'm a relatively open person, but I tend to write a lot. I'm secretly working on a book.
Mm.
I really enjoy socializing, storytelling, these kind of things. I love these kind of opportunities, and leadership opportunities, speaking opportunities, but I tend to get my recharge more out of the times when I'm able to kind of jump back into my own space and tune things out for a little while. Like on a weekend, my family's really good about knowing, hey, you know, we need to give Dad 2 to 3 hours of, you know, whether I'm writing or I'm just playing my guitar or I'm just sitting there. Maybe I go for a hike, do something in nature and be with myself. That's my recuperation. That's where I rejuvenate. And yeah, I grew up as an only child, so I'm one of the latchkey kids, right? So that space I haven't had for a long time. You know, I went to the dorms when I was 18, so you know, over 20 years ago that I had all that privacy, and so yeah, that having that time to just restore and recenter, refocus.
Excellent.
Maybe a lot of people don't know that about me.
No, yeah, because you're really out there, and a lot of
Right.
people who are out there, they think all they do is everything,
Right.
right? But
That's right.
nothing. Sometimes
Yeah.
we need nothing so we can find ourselves again.
So much nothing is such a luxury, I think.
Oh, it is. It's hard to find too. I've been on a little program where 2 minutes a day, like, you know, my phone goes off and just 2 minutes. Sometimes that's all
Right.
you get in a day, but hey, we take it, right?
Take
Good.
that breath.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what advice would you give people who are watching this video now about anything, about community, about business, about building, about self,
Right.
whatever?
Yeah. So I think I would focus, you know, just from a business perspective, and not that we have all the answers. We're doing okay, but making sure that you know what your vision is, and then okay, so things are going to be marginally different, at least we know at the end of the other side of the curve, as we keep saying. And some things are going to be drastically different. And what about your vision needs to shift? What about your vision can you shift to create more opportunities for yourself and your team if you happen to work with a team. And then, you know, really reverse engineering that. What does that look like? What are the steps that get me there? And, you know, that's, I mean, I call us engineers. We're a bunch of engineers, but we engineer our steps towards what we see as our future. And I think if people are centered on that, one thing for us is, you know, a week into the shutdown, we had to make a decision on all the advertising that we've been doing, and even some recruiting. And in the end, maintaining the vision and some of the people that we had chosen to hire before everything shut down, who had then quit their jobs and are waiting to start with us, you know, we brought in, and because they're just such a part of what we see as the future of the team. So, you know, above anything, mission. Do I need to adjust it? Do I need to tweak it? But make sure that you have it, so you have something to aim at.
Yeah, that is excellent advice. That is definitely excellent advice. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us today. I know everyone is excited to hear a little bit more about you, because, you know, you hear a radio ad and you go, well, what does that really mean? Who is this guy?
We always wonder what the people look like when you hear them on the radio, right? Yeah. So
look like a person.
That's right. Yeah, I don't look like a game show host. I might sound like one.
Yeah, you kind of do sometimes, I hear. That's cute. All right, well, thank you so much. Hang tight with me for a second. I'm going to appreciate your time here today. Thanks again. Hold on.
Yep.